All right, what is up, guys? Just a quick little video here. I wanted to go ahead and show you just a little bit about what can be done with sampling here in order to create, I guess, kind of a song starter. And so a lot of times I'll start a song with a beat. Sometimes I'll start with a sample. In this case, with this last song I put out, it was a sample, and I'm gonna see if I can pull that up right now for you in Splice. Splice is a subscription service, and I'm able to access like millions of samples by paying a monthly fee, and I can search, and it also has like different sounds that I can use for virtual instruments. It's just a very cool tool. And I wanted to show you this original sample that I used for this last song I'm playing now. Right. And so we took that sample, and I've always loved the sound of the coda, so we took that sample and we imported it into the program that we're using here called Ableton Live. I have the latest version now, which I've been learning a lot about its new features, but this is an old feature. It's called the Simpler or Sampler.
Either one doesn't matter. I'm not sure I really understand the difference.
But basically, they allow you to import a sample and kind of chop it up and do a bunch of different stuff to it. So this isn't the actual song file. I've just loaded in different tracks from that so I can show you what we did. Basically, I took the sample and loaded it in, and it's mapped out here based and chopped up based on the transients. So transients are like the spikes in the audio where it gets higher volume. You can also choose to chop it up by beat, which means it would be in line with the timing of the song, that they would do a chop every time, you know, a beat occurs. Or you can do a region, which I guess would be a wider beat, it looks like. I don't really use that. I use kind of what I need, and also it doesn't matter because you can go into manual and just do your own individual chops wherever you want them and however many you want. So by default it goes into transient, and I did that, and we got a bunch of different clips now that we can play, right? If I go into my MIDI key, I click up here, and we've got our MIDI keyboard. So now when I start playing notes, I'm playing pieces of that sample, right? So with that, then I slapped on an arpeggiator, right? So I slap on the arpeggiator, and basically that's where we got our main theme, or one of our main themes, from the beginning, build up and intro and stuff. So this is what that sounds like. But then I pitched it down a couple semitones, and then we've got a little bit of a fade in and fade out, so I'll apply that right now. But pretty much you're putting an arpeggiator on it so that it'll kind of randomize the notes. And on this one I have a down up selected. I have a few chords that I had put in. I honestly don't know. I can't go back that far enough in my mind to understand the process of what I was doing to get this, but it's mostly random. It's mostly just computer generated, like here's stuff, and I would turn knobs and push buttons, and this is what came out, right? And so I thought that was cool enough on its own. However, I did layer it with a bunch of other tracks doing the same thing, and one of them was doing something a little bit different, and I think this is the one. Let me hold on, mute that track, go to this one. There it is. So yeah, on this one it's the same concept, we just did a little bit different of a thing, and this is what we came out with the second time we did it. just that repeated pattern, and also transposed and everything else. So we matched those up together, and what we ended up with was something pretty cool. And so, yeah, that's basically the breakdown of sort of the start of that song. I could go into a bunch of detail about how that progressed into what it became and how I came up with all the different sections. But for now, I just kind of wanted to show you one of the tools that I use to get inspiration for a start of a song and kind of go from there as far as what this will allow you to do and how you can take just this simple sound that I got from Splice and chop it up in such a way that it's not even the same as where you started. And that's a pretty cool thing that you can do from Ableton. So today was a short one. Maybe I'll do something later as far as, you know, future videos in looking at like in-depth production and how I do some of the things that I do and what I've learned, so that we can you know, dig a little bit deeper into this and figure out what it is that I actually do here and what music production tools that I use and strategies that I use to make this stuff. All right, peace. Thanks for watching.